in me for a story to help you find rest and gentle dreams. The Magical Library Adventures of Zinnia and Achillea. This story is about Zinnia and her dog Achillea, who discover an ancient book leading them to a magical library filled with endless adventures and invaluable wisdom. Zinnia was a young girl with a heart full of curiosity and a mind brimming with dreams. She lived in a quaint little village where life was simple and the days were long. Her constant companion was a spirited dog named Achillea, a loyal and intelligent friend with a coat as white as freshly fallen snow. Together, they shared an unbreakable bond and a love for exploration. One sunny afternoon, as the golden rays kissed the earth, of Zinnia, Achillea stumbled upon an old, weathered book in the attic of Zinnia's home. The cover was adorned with intricate designs and shimmering, mystical symbols. Their eyes widened with excitement and intrigue. The book was ancient, its pages yellowed with age. It sang of adventures untold and lands unseen. With Achillea by her side, Zinnia opened the book, and in an instant, they were enveloped in a swirl of colors and light. When the whirlwind of magic subsided, they found themselves standing in a magnificent library that stretched beyond the horizon. Shelves upon shelves of books towered above them, each promising a new world, a new journey. "Welcome, seekers of knowledge," a gentle voice echoed. They turned to find a wise old owl perched on a golden pedestal. "I am Orion, the keeper of the magical library. What you see, you shall find within these pages." Filled with awe, Zinnia and Achillea exchanged glances. They began to wander through the aisles, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They discovered books that transported them to fantastical realms, where dragons soared and knights embarked on noble quests. Each story was an adventure, and each page brought a new surprise. The days turned to weeks. Zinnia and Achillea delved deeper into the wonders of the magical library. They met characters from the stories, learned ancient secrets, and even helped solve age-old mysteries. One particularly enchanting story brought them to a kingdom that had forgotten how to dream. With the wisdom they had gathered, and Achillea's unwavering loyalty, they rekindled the magic of dreams and hope in the hearts of the kingdom's people. Eventually, Zinnia and Achillea realized that their time in the magical library was coming to an end. They had gained immeasurable wisdom and countless memories, but it was time to return home. Orion gifted them with a small, shimmering book, a token of their adventures, and a reminder that the real magic lay within their hearts. With a swirl of colors and light, Zinnia and Achillea found themselves back in the attic, the dust of the old book settling round them. They exchanged a knowing smile, and they had been forever changed by their adventures. From that day on, the bond between Zinnia and Achillea grew even stronger, as did their love for stories and dreams. They continued to explore the world, both real and imagined, with the same boundless curiosity and joy that had taken them to the magical library. In their hearts, they knew that, as long as they had each other, every day held the promise of a new adventure, and every book was a gateway to endless possibility. Let's begin another chapter of gentle peace. Dahlia and Camellia's Enchanted Adventure. This story is about the girl named Dahlia and her spider friend Camellia, who discover a magical map and embark on an enchanting adventure, forming memories that last a lifetime. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young girl named Dahlia and her best friend, a charming spider named Camellia. Dahlia had long auburn hair that shimmered in the sunlight, and eyes as blue as the sky. Camellia, on the other hand, was a tiny spider with an iridescent body that sparkled like a rainbow. One sunny afternoon, Dahlia and Camellia were playing in the village garden when they stumbled upon a mysterious, ancient-looking map hidden under a rose bush. This map seemed to lead to a magical place called the Crystal Woods. Intrigued by the possibility of an adventure, Dahlia gently placed Camellia on her shoulder, and they set off on their journey. As they ventured into the dense forest, the trees whispered secrets, and the leaves danced with the wind. Dahlia and Camellia followed the map, through winding paths, crystal-clear streams, and enchanting meadows filled with flowers that glowed softly in the moonlight. Though the journey was long, the duo's excitement never wavered. Along the way, they encountered various creatures of the forest, each more splendid than the last. There were glowing fireflies that illuminated their path, singing birds that filled the air with melodious tunes, and graceful deer that pranced round them. Finally, they reached the heart of the Crystal Woods, where stood a magnificent tree with leaves made of pure crystal. Its branches shimmered and cast a dazzling light all around. To their amazement, they found that this tree held the key to a secret world where dreams came true. As soon as Dahlia touched the crystalline trunk, the world around them transformed. They found themselves in a land of wonders, with floating islands in the sky, rivers of liquid gold, and mountains adorned with precious gems. Camellia pointed out a glimmering castle in the distance, and together, they decided to explore it. Inside the castle, they discovered rooms filled with ancient books, magical creatures, and treasures beyond their wildest dreams. A friendly dragon, with scales that reflected every color of the rainbow, greeted them warmly and offered to show them around. Dahlia and Camellia learned about the history and magic of this enchanted land from the dragon, whose name was Aurelius. They spent the night under the glowing stars of this magical realm, feeling a sense of wonder and adventure. When morning came, it was time to return to their village. Aurelius gifted them with a small crystal from the magical tree, a token to remember their incredible journey. Dahlia and Camellia bid farewell to their new friends, promising to return someday. As they walked back home, they carried with them not only the crystal, but also the memories of a wondrous adventure. In their village, they placed the crystal on Dahlia's windowsill, where it caught the light and reminded them daily of their extraordinary experience. And so, Dahlia and Camellia continued to live their lives, forever bonded by the magic of the Crystal Woods and the adventures they shared. Let's journey onward with another comforting tale. Jasmine and Bluebell, a tale of kindness. This story is about Jasmine, a kind-hearted girl, and Bluebell, a magical ladybug, whose friendship and acts of kindness bring joy and happiness to all around them. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by lush green fields and colorful gardens, lived a little girl named Jasmine. Jasmine had a heart as pure as gold, and she loved spending her time in nature. One sunny morning, while Jasmine was picking wildflowers by the creek, she noticed a small ladybug struggling in the water. Without hesitation, Jasmine reached out and gently scooped the tiny creature onto her hand. The ladybug, whose shell shimmered with tiny blue spots, looked up at Jasmine with grateful eyes. Jasmine, being ever so gentle, said, "Hello there, little one. Are you all right?" The ladybug, to Jasmine's surprise, spoke back in a tiny, musical voice. "Thank you for saving me. My name is Bluebell." Jasmine's eyes widened in wonder as she introduced herself. From that day on, Jasmine and Bluebell became the best of friends. They spent their days exploring the meadows, climbing trees, and having picnics under the clear blue sky. Bluebell, though small, had a magical ability to understand the language of all creatures. She taught Jasmine how to communicate with the birds, the butterflies, and even the shy little rabbits. One day, as they were wandering through the forest, they stumbled upon a baby bird that had fallen from its nest. The poor thing was chirping frantically for its mother. Jasmine and Bluebell knew they had to help. Using her newfound ability to speak to animals, Jasmine reassured the baby bird and carefully placed it back in its nest. The mother bird, seeing her baby safe, sang a beautiful song of gratitude. Jasmine and Bluebell felt their hearts fill with warmth. As the seasons changed, the bond between Jasmine and Bluebell only grew stronger. They helped many more creatures in need, from guiding lost ducklings to sharing their picnics with hungry squirrels. Every act of kindness they performed was like a drop of sunshine, spreading light and happiness throughout the village. One evening, as Jasmine was tucking Bluebell into a tiny bed she had crawled wrapped from soft leaves, Bluebell whispered, "Thank you for being my friend, Jasmine. Your kindness has changed my world." Jasmine smiled softly and replied, "And you, my dear Bluebell, have filled my life with magic." And so, in the cozy little village, under the starry night sky, Jasmine and Bluebell continued to share their kindness with the wolf, creating a tapestry of joy that touched the hearts of all who knew them. And they lived happily ever after. The next story awaits, Calm and Kind. Sweet Pea and Geranium's Heartfelt Care. This story is about Sweet Pea, a kind-hearted human, and Geranium, a squirrel who form a strong bond of care and love through unexpected friendship. In a small village nestled between misty mountains and sprawling meadows, there lived a kind-hearted human named Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea was known for her generosity and unwavering compassion toward all creatures, big and small. Every morning, she would open her wooden cottage windows to the crisp mountain air and sing melodies that danced with the wind. One day, as the golden sun painted the sky in hues of orange and purple, Sweet Pea found a little squirrel named Geranium shivering on a pile of dry leaves. Geranium had a soft brown fur and bright, curious eyes, but he was trembling with cold. "Oh dear," Sweet Pea whispered, gently picking him up. "You must be freezing. Let's get you warmed up." Sweet Pea brought Geranium inside her cozy cottage, wrapping him in a soft, woolen blanket near the fireplace. As Geranium felt the warmth sink into his tiny body, his trembles began to subside. "Thank you," he squeaked, looking up at Sweet Pea with gratitude. Sweet Pea smiled and prepared a small bowl of warm milk and nuts for her newfound friend. Every day, Sweet Pea and Geranium grew closer. Sweet Pea loved caring for Geranium, and Geranium thrived under her care. He soon became a lively and energetic squirrel, darting around the cottage and collecting acorns for the winter. They were inseparable. One blustery evening, a storm rolled in, and the wind howled round the cottage. Sweet Pea made sure all the windows were secure and lit a series of lanterns to keep the dim light steady. She glanced over to find Geranium curling up with worry etched in his eyes. "Don't worry, Geranium," Sweet Pea said soothingly. "We'll be safe indoors together." She sang a soft lullaby, and the gentle tune calmed Geranium's fears. As the storm raged outside, Sweet Pea held Geranium close, ensuring he felt safe and loved. In Sweet Pea's embrace, Geranium knew he had found a true family. From that day on, Geranium always stayed by Sweet Pea's side, helping her in the garden, gathering herbs, and enjoying their peaceful life. Through every season's change, their bond of care grew stronger, proving that love and warmth can come from the most unexpected friendships. May you wake up renewed and refreshed. Sweet dreams.